The identity of the pharaoh associated with the biblical Exodus remains a subject of debate among scholars and archaeologists. Recent discoveries have brought attention to pharaohs from periods that some associate with the Exodus narrative, but no definitive evidence has been found to confirm a direct link. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. The story of the Exodus is one of the most iconic in the Bible: Moses, the 10 plagues, and the parting of the Red Sea. Yet, for centuries, the historical credibility of this account has been questioned. According to the video, recent archaeological findings, possibly including the tomb of the Pharaoh of the Exodus, offer compelling clues that are being ignored or suppressed by mainstream Egyptology. The video proposes that a powerful narrative combining archaeology, biblical scholarship, and political tension is at the heart of why this discovery is not widely known. Identifying the Pharaoh of the Exodus. A central theme of the video is the identification of the Pharaoh who ruled Egypt during the time of Moses. There are traditionally two main views. The early Exodus theory, around 1446 BC, this timeline places the Exodus during the reign of Thutmose III or Amenhotep II of the 18th dynasty. The late Exodus theory, around 1250 BC, this aligns the event with Ramesses II, or his son Merneptah, based on the mention of the city Ramesses in the Book of Exodus. The video strongly leans toward the early dating, suggesting Amenhotep II as a prime candidate. He was known for sudden military withdrawals, a mysteriously shortened reign, and inscriptions suggesting unusual national turmoil. Tomb discovery. What was found? The alleged tomb believed to be linked to the Exodus pharaoh contains several oddities. Incomplete burial. The tomb was either never fully used or appears hastily repurposed. This aligns with the biblical narrative of the pharaoh perishing in the Red Sea. Damage and looting. It appears the tomb was desecrated shortly after construction, possibly indicating an unpopular ruler or national disgrace. Missing mummy. The absence of the pharaoh's body is a striking point, especially when connected to the biblical claim that the king drowned and was never buried. Artifacts, hieroglyphs, and construction styles all point to the 18th dynasty period, precisely the time many scholars place Moses in Egypt. The Abydos mystery. The video also touches on a 2025 discovery in Abydos, one of Egypt's oldest and holiest cities. A newly discovered royal tomb there, dating back 3,600 years, belonged to a mystery pharaoh whose name had been scratched out, possibly erased in shame or disgrace. This form of damnatio memoriae, the erasure of someone's memory, is rare for pharaohs unless they were seen as having brought shame or destruction. The video posits that this might be the Pharaoh of the Exodus, whose defeat by the Hebrew God would have been seen as catastrophic. Why you don't know about it? According to the video, the reason this isn't common knowledge comes down to 4 key issues. 1. Scholarly bias. Many Egyptologists operate within a secular framework and are reluctant to validate biblical narratives. The Exodus story is often dismissed as myth due to lack of conventional evidence, like Egyptian records of plagues or the Red Sea crossing. Yet, Egypt was known to suppress negative history. The Apur papyrus, for example, describes chaos, death, and water turning to blood, eerily similar to the Exodus plagues, yet it's not taken seriously due to its poetic form and unclear dating. 2. Fear of religious backlash. A verified tomb of the Pharaoh of the Exodus would not only confirm a massive biblical event, it would revolutionize archaeology, theology, and politics. This would lend dramatic weight to Judeo-Christian scriptures and challenge long-standing academic paradigms. 3. Media indifference. Media outlets often overlook or underreport stories that don't offer immediate entertainment value or clickbait appeal. Biblical archaeology is complex and controversial. It's easier to promote the discovery of another Tutankhamun-related tomb than a politically and religiously charged burial site. 4. Geopolitical implications. Modern Egypt depends heavily on tourism. A find that confirms a humiliating biblical defeat might tarnish national pride. The idea of showcasing the pharaoh who lost to Moses might not be warmly received by the Egyptian government or Islamic clerics, since the Quran also references Pharaoh's defeat, but from a different angle. Biblical parallels in Egyptian records. The video outlines uncanny similarities between the Bible and Egyptian texts. The Apur Papyrus, Middle Kingdom, describes chaos, death, rivers of blood, and slaves fleeing. Strong parallels to Exodus. The Dream Stele of Thutmose IV indicates divine favor skipping generations, possibly reflecting political turmoil after the Exodus. Merneptah Stele, the first known mention of Israel outside the Bible, dated to 1207 BC, shows that a people called Israel already existed in Canaan, arguing for an earlier Exodus. Patterns of suppression. There's a broader historical pattern of ignoring or rewriting discoveries that challenge conventional timelines. The city of Avaris in the Nile Delta, thought to be the biblical Goshen, was populated by Semitic peoples. Archaeological digs there found mass graves, sudden abandonment, and signs of prosperity followed by devastation. Yet it's rarely linked directly to Exodus narratives in mainstream reports. Evidence from Jericho, like the collapsed walls dated to the time of Joshua's conquest, has also been controversially reinterpreted or dismissed despite promising alignments with the Bible. Criticism of the scholarly establishment. The video is critical of how elite institutions often set the agenda in archaeology. Discoveries are framed to fit existing narratives, and anything that supports biblical accounts is labeled religious bias rather than potential truth. It highlights the irony. Skeptics demand archaeological evidence of the Exodus, but when evidence appears, like a missing pharaoh, papyri echoing plagues, or Semitic remains in Egypt, it's explained away or ignored. Conclusion: a story waiting to be told. The video ends with a challenge to viewers: keep an open mind. Whether or not you believe in the Exodus as a literal historical event, the convergence of textual, archaeological, and cultural clues is hard to ignore. The burial of the Pharaoh of the Exodus, if indeed discovered, has the potential to become one of the most significant archaeological finds in human history. But without public interest and academic honesty, it may remain just another suppressed piece of evidence, tucked away in the sands of Egypt and the margins of history books. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.